This video was supposed to be an unscripted ramble discussing GoatCatto's terrible response video, but I later realized that in order for this video to even be a good rebuttal, I would have to be wary with the things I say, so that idea was quickly thrown out of the window. I don't want to waste any time on this video, as I'm working on a bigger video documenting Goat's actions in the past year or so.
Hi, my name is Trish, also known as GoatCatto, and I need to address something.
Bitch. On Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, GoatCatto finally uploaded her response video to the drama she's been in for the past few months or so. This is not the first time she tried to release a response to said drama though, as on March 1st, Goat put out a community post saying that she would address things within the next week. In this post, she stated to keep an eye out, which quickly became ironic the moment she deleted the post within hours, presumably after Floydbot quoted the community post and clowned her stupid ass. It's not an unfair perception to believe that Goat decided to run away from the situation in order for it to blow over, as she might have seen that most people who even knew of her actions were not on her side at all. Those following the ACC know how much Goat tries to run from her actions, so it falls in line with history. Oh fuck, most of y'all probably don't even know what the fuck I've been babbling about. GoatCatto is an art commentary YouTuber who has been in too many internet dramas to count at this point. Joining YouTube around the same time I did, Goat started out by making animation memes and speed paints, similar to YouTubers like K-Dog and Birdie, one of Goat's many exes, in the late 2010s. Most people who have heard of her know her from the 2019 Sashley drama, when she played a major role by causing the entire shit show in the first place. Goat's initial video against Sashley was mainly airing out the internet's habits of a then 13-year-old Sashley, including revealing her sexual interest to a large public audience. I find it weird and somewhat funny that Sashley and Goat were born on the same day, only a couple of years apart, with this eerie trend continuing with other ACC/animation meme creators. For example, Birdie, Cinnabelle, Free, and Sleepykin were all born on September 22nd, with only the years of birth separating each other. I don't know how to truly interpret this, but it could potentially be the devil's work at hand. Birthdays weren't celebrated in the Bible for a reason, man. Instead of, contacting Sashley about her concerns with getting into adult spaces at such a young age, Goat decided that the best thing to do was make a fucking video about it for attention, I guess. Due to the attention from a shitty video, Sashley began to see swarms of hate from presumably people her age or younger, which could get fucking ruthless if you remember middle school or vernacular. The drama got so bad to the point that not safe for work art, Sashley, a then 13-year-old, Drew, leaked to the public, which ultimately led to Ponder Sprocket, a once popular ACC YouTuber, to make a now controversial video on the situation. Ponder's video has retrospectively been criticized for delving deep into the dramas of teenagers and trying to explain kinks to an underage audience, which is weird as hell considering he was 27 years old. Damn, auntie, at the time of that video's release. Ponder would later decide to take down the video years later, in August of 2025, for unknown reasons, but it's assumed that the recent opinions of many caused her to take down the video. The hate that GoatCatto received from releasing such a sloppy video caused her mental health to deteriorate in her later teenage years. In the years following the initial Sashley drama, Goat would get herself into even more dramas, including another Sashley-related feud in 2022. However, the 2022 Sashley drama would see Goat disproving alleged screenshots and providing context to actual tangible evidence in order to defend Sashley from claims of racism and transphobia. This and several other videos will rehabilitate GoatCatto's reputation, at least temporarily. All of this goodwill would come crashing down in early 2025, with the release of Shyster's debunking video GoatCatto's inflicted pirates false allegations leveled against her. Ever since then, she has been on a downward spiral towards destruction, with the Cupidite and Aiden Underground situation basically destroying her reputation for good. I'll let Goat's own words speak for itself.
So what happened? So last year, I got myself involved with the whole Cupidite, Yummy Cactus, and Junie Draws drama by covering the situation through streams, and then after I backed out of covering their situations publicly, I reached out privately to the parties involved. If you're confused on what I'm talking about the original videos made on Cupidite regarding Cupid apparently sending a distorted video of Daisy's destruction to their friend server and trying to figure out what it was.
Goat deceptively lies by saying that Cupid didn't know the distorted CSAM video they were sending, as screenshots have shown people documenting Cupid's repeated examples of distributing CSAM videos, such as, "I'm not staying the real title here, nigga, fuck you." The destruction of Princess Daisy on multiple occasions after having a breakdown.
And I acknowledged that I was majorly blinded and way too fucking charitable towards them given their age and my impression of the situation as it was happening, which was idiotic on my end.
Goat admits to being a retard for involving herself in the situation at all, which simply doesn't feel genuine when you know how long this bitch went to bat for Cupid's deplorable actions. Are we forgetting that she was defending this Cupidite creature? I don't know what fucking biological gender that person is, bro. The true voice is confusing as fuck.
My name is Daisy/Mandy/Kimberell, or whatever fucking other transgender name I go by, also known as Cupidite.
for several months without any second thought. The fact that Goat didn't cut ties with Cupidite until she learned that they sent nudes of a 13-year-old to their partner is concerning to say the least. I could tell right away that Cupid is a degenerate scumbag from the messages of Goat and Cupid featured in this video. Nigga, who the fuck talks about sending a 13-year-old nudes and fuck-ass Discord kitten lingo?
It turns out that the fact that Cupidite confessed in my DMs to sharing those photos with their partner, that was enough. That was enough to report. And I should have reported those messages to Discord given they're a mandated reporter. Failing to report that was a major fuck up on my end, and I will own that.
How the fuck did you not know how to report an incriminating message like that to Discord? Either way, if the message was not deleted, it's not like you can't report it now, you stupid bitch. Why the fuck were you holding on to these messages for months? Well, I guess the messages could be in some 7-hour stream that I shouldn't have to watch for basic ass information. Giving Goat the benefit of the doubt here is some bullshit though. Well, I guess just I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this part.
I went to LioConvoy for advice, and we both agreed that we should quietly gather information and make reports to the parents and the police. After some discussion, me and Lio decided that maybe it would be a good idea to have a group chat call with Cupidite to have a stern talk with them. But the next morning when I talked to Ace about everything that happened, everything I knew, and what we had planned to do, he explained how bad that would have been for all of us, and especially Lio, given how people will literally just go after him for everything, and how people would most likely try to twist things about the situation to have a go at him. So I backed out.
Goat here is showcasing her habit of wanting to others to fight her battles, gay internet dramas, with her choices being LioConvoy and her ex, Ace Space. I believe Ace and Goat broke up around the time of the screenshots, so it should be obvious why he wouldn't want to be seen defending Goat's actions in front of the entire commentary community. Lio was dragged into the drama by Goat because she thought it would be a good idea to have a group call with Cupid, which probably wouldn't even go well in the first place. Lio is still well known for that insane call with Hopeless Peaches, and Goat definitely knows that. Don't worry, you're gonna see Goat continue this behavior once the next drama is discussed.
In all honesty, I shouldn't have gotten Lio involved, and if I was going to insert myself into the situation in the first place, I shouldn't have brought anybody else into it with me.
You knew what you were doing, ho? What the fuck?
For those who are curious on where I currently stand regarding Cupidite, this is going to sound really mean, and I know that in the past I was majorly sympathetic to them and their cause.
Wait, you're sympathetic to a CSAM spreader? Maybe we should be investigating your past even more, like holy shit.
But as I've been digging through things and looking back at things, I think Cupidite is a manipulative liar with a pattern of claiming victimhood while disregarding the harm they caused others. I let too much sympathy for their age and their own past cloud my judgment.
I don't get how it took you so long to realize something that anyone could see from a mile away, but that's just me, bro.
I'm not in contact with Cupidite or any of the other minors involved with the situation, and I have not been since October and November.
Bitch, you defended that Cupid nigga for as long as you could develop and birth a baby. The fuck is wrong with you? Goat continues to respond by discussing the other drama she was involved in regarding Aiden Underground and Lio Convoy, two commentary streamers who have been in a ton of controversy that I frankly do not give a fuck about.
LioConvoy's wife and Aiden. So for those of you who are unaware of what all happened, back in January, a YouTuber known as Aiden Underground or AidenProjects apparently got drunk in his Discord server and spammed doxed information of LioConvoy's wife, such as her face and her job, in his public chat. I wasn't present for the doxing, but a few hours later I joined call and I believe it was Dickers who told me about what all happened. The photo that Aiden spread around came from me.
What Goat doesn't want you to know is that when Aiden was receiving backlash for doxing Lio's life, Goat did not clarify at all that she was the cause of Aiden's drunken actions. This is what I was talking about earlier, man. Goat decided to run away from the drama, but instead of looking for someone to fight her battles, she hid under the table and allowed Aiden to take the blame for her disgusting actions. Goat simply decided not to mention this in her video to look better, but says a lot about her character. It's not hard to see that GoatCatto is a disingenuous snake who throws people under the bus when conflict arises.
When the whole situation was first blowing up, I freaked out and I didn't handle myself or what was going on well at all. I ran to other creators, some of which were my friends, and I tried explaining my side of the situation over and over and over, when in reality I should have just addressed what was going on myself rather than running all over the place, freaking out instead of thinking rationally or being mature about it all.
Once again, my point has been proven. Instead of making a video on dealing with the backlash, Goat always tries to find an output to express her narrative through other creators.
I've chilled out about most of what's happened now, and I'd be lying if I said I'm not embarrassed by my behavior, especially, oh my god, especially the blood is on your hands shit.
Oh, fuck off, bitch. You initially stated that you weren't suicide debating, but now you're backtracking and finally admitting to what we all knew the whole fucking time? Did you really think people would believe you weren't suicide baiting?
But going forward, I'll try to be more professional about how I am when I handle situations, and if anything, if shit gets too much, I'll just take a step back and disengage if I'm too emotionally unstable during the moment.
Is that your excuse for not making this response for entire months?
Freaking out and writing paragraphs to creators about the situation over and over and over helped nothing and only fueled my instability in the drama itself. And like I said, I should have just made my own fucking response.
You didn't want to make this though. You either wanted other niggas to white knight for you or wait for the situation to blow over.
Now, I know some of you people are probably wondering why it took me so long to even make this response, but I just kind of wanted to make sure that I was in a stable mindset and I was able to look back and rationally think about and reflect about it all.
It took you so long to make this response video because you were waiting for people's eyes to be off you and onto something else like the Fauci drama. We know this because barely anyone covered it. It's so fucking obvious to anyone with a brain.
Despite all the shit I got myself into and everything that's happened, I'm gonna keep going and I'll try to behave more appropriately and be a mature fucking adult instead of being a spurd.
Stop the cap.
Child porn is illegal. We gotta talk about this, guys. I get it. But there's one last thing I would like to say before I end this video, and that's
Playing to the commentary bicycle joke doesn't make you look cool, bitch. You're lame as fuck. Ugh. That was GoatCatto's 7-minute long response video after several months of staying silent and doing nothing. GoatCatto's response / apology is terrible, and not for the typical reason Sunny is considered that lower quality. Goat's response is terrible due to the deceptive nature of it, as her intentional decision of leaving crucial information and context out of her statements has caused many people to fall for her explanations. Shit like failing to mention the extreme lengths she went to defend Cupidite, and the fact that she threw Aiden under the bus is simply just evil. We know simps like Purple Perry Gaming will defend anything Goat does for no gain or mention from her. It's just sad to see, man. I know you want to ride that bicycle, but it's currently being ridden by the fat chud known as Given Ant. So just wait 3 months, bro.
I'll give him a week.
I'll give him 11 minutes.
GoatCatto has also been caught hiding comments from her response video, specifically my critical comment from the day of the video's release, and it replied to a comment questioning why Astro John, someone who will be discussed in the documentary, was filtered from the comments. Goat stated that every comment was on manual review due to the UTT bots and other things. I wonder what those other things are. I also contacted GoatCatto snarker Floydbot about this situation, which caused him to try to ask about the comment being hidden in a separate comment. All of this just led to both of our comments being hidden without any explanation. The only reason Go would leave our comments as unapproved is simply due to her not wanting any harsh critique that would change how people would see her response. Go hiding our comments should be enough proof that she is just a deceptive snake that shouldn't be trusted for any reason. At the end of the day, GoatCatto is a bipolar Freud and will always be a bipolar Freud. Anything this bitch does should be put into the lens of a bipolar female because that's the only way you could understand her actions. While bipolar men can have faces that revolutionize public thought, bipolar women suffer from rapid cycling. I'm not making that shit up, bro. Just search that shit up. Which causes women like Goat to act the way they do. Insane whores. GoatCatto. I mean, that's just kind of accurate about Go. Complete fucking GoatCatto. While being a victim of the ACC, it's also just the type of person who would gravitate towards community as toxic acid. GoatCatto is just as toxic as any other well-known creatures of the ACC. So don't get fooled by her looks, especially now. Especially now, nigga. Like, how you getting fooled like this? What the fuck? This video is getting too long, bro. Fuck this shit. You want to know why I'm making a documentary style video on GoatCatto of all people? I'm looking on that documentary because I'm fascinated with the existence of this person. Nigga, I'm intrigued by GoatCatto the same way Copen Seed is intrigued by Melody Mac.
Actually, no, that's not true. I'm lying to you. I just really want to, like, I'm just fascinated by this bitch, and I think it's a really good starting point, because I'm just like, oh my god, dude, what is wrong with this woman?
The sheer amount of dramas this bitch has attached herself into is too much to ignore, man. It's just too much.
I'm not too sure, but despite all the shit I got myself into and everything that's happened, I'm gonna keep going and I'll try to behave more appropriately and be a mature fucking adult instead of being a spurd. There's one last thing I would like to say before I end this video, and that's porn is illegal. We gotta talk about this, guys. I get it. But
they got the white girl at the cookout with them today.